Hello everyone, welcome to Moffett Field. I'm going to do a quick video today on the flight stands that I make and we use. I've been getting a lot of questions how they're made, so I'll go through that. So the goal is to make this one stand. My board's magnetized, so I put a magnet in the bottom, but most probably wouldn't do that. And then I have a magnet in the airplane itself so that it sticks on here. Okay, so that's the goal, is to make that. What do you need? First of all, you need some kind of base. These are half-inch, I believe, half-inch rounds, half spheres, tap plastics. You need a tube. This is a little less than 1/8, and then a rod. This is about a 1/16 or so, a little bigger than a 1/16. Piece of wire, probably the smallest you can find at the hobby store, or a piece of guitar string, and a magnet. So I get my magnets from K&L Magnets. I use, you can hardly see it, but on the tip of the larger magnet there's a 1/16 by 1/32. That's also what I put in the airplanes. So to start off with, the goal is to make this little piece here and then attach that to the top of the magnet, the metal rod, and then put a magnet inside this. So what I do is just, I take this tubing and I hollow it out a little bit with the X-Acto so that the rod will fit in here, and glue it in. And then take this rod and I will kind of taper the end of it so that it fits into this tube more easily. So I'll glue those together and I'll be right back. Okay, so just gluing that into there. Hold it for a few seconds, try to get it straight. I'll rotate it to see if it bows, kind of. I'll get this straight here in a second. Be right back. Okay, while that's drying, I'll drill a pilot hole into the bottom of this round. Actually, since this is a single, I'll drill it all the way through because the wire will go into this. Be careful not to drill through your finger, because that has happened before. You can now switch the drill bit and drill out a bigger magnet for the bottom. Bigger hole, I mean. Okay, not everybody will do this, but if you want a magnet in the bottom of your round, you have to drill out a hole for it. This will be a bigger magnet. Okay, let me get the magnet and see if that fits. There is the magnet, the hole drilled out and the magnet glued in. Now that this is dried, I'll cut off this little rod part and then cut the tube. So what I'm left with is this small little tip, so the magnet will go in there. I guess it's not a rod, it's actually a tube too. The small one's a tube and the wire will go in there. Okay, so I'll show that next. Oh, and I forgot, just quickly, one thing you may have to do is, with the X-Acto, is kind of hollow out this part too so the magnet fits a little better in there. But you don't want the walls to get too thin. I usually put the magnet in first because it helps hold the wire in the other side. Okay, so now I'll put the magnet in. Okay, so a little bit of glue in here. And I've tested the polarity of the magnet. Where'd it go? Well, it was on the tip of this, but it's gone missing. Alright, let me find the magnet and I'll be right back. Okay, I found it. It was stuck to the pliers here. Okay, so I'll put that in there. And I'll have to use my fingers. So I'll pause again, but I'll show you the final product, but you get the idea. And now I'll glue that tip that I made on to here, on the end of the wire. I already cut the wire to size. Okay, and the magnet kind of grabbed it and pulled itself on. So I'll let that dry up, and then it goes into the base. Okay, here's the base that we made earlier. So I'll put some glue on this. And then just attach it. And I'll pull it in and out a few times so that the glue gets inside the hole. And there's too much glue on this one. And then as it dries you can adjust it, but you can always bend it later if it's not straight. So there you go. That's how you make the flight stand. It's a little tedious and it takes some patience. I've made a lot of them. I probably made 30 of them. And once you get it down, you get kind of an assembly line going, and you can kind of crank them out. Let me know if you have any questions. Cheers.